Hey Sagittarius, how you doing my beautiful honey bunnies? It's Adrian Schnelson of Your Great Life and welcome to my channel. So this is your 25 to 31 May angel reading or general reading, or whatever point in time you're looking at this reading, it's the right time for you. Okay, so I can tell you right away, this reading is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to tell you all about it right now. Let's first connect in our heart space, all with love and light. Okay, so take a nice deep breath in and release with love. You see my ninja moves? Okay, let's spray some air spray. There's some for you and there's some for me. This is some white sage, sorry, not white sage, just Palo Santo, rosemary, and some citrine crystals for your abundance, prosperity, love, for all those beautiful things in your life. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. All right, so I'm going to draw some cards while I'm speaking to you. So I'm just going to have a sip of water. Please excuse me. Thank you so much. Okay, right, so Sun, Moon, Rising, and Ascending for Sagittarius, or if you're a cross-watcher, fantastic, welcome, no worries. If it's your first time to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back, thank you for coming back to my heart. You know what I want to do? I just want to very quickly say something. I just want to pause for just a moment, and I want you to know that I mean this from my heart. So I don't want to shuffle while I'm saying it, okay? It hasn't been the easiest thing for me, you know, with the lockdown, with being inside. I'm one of those people I like to go for walks and stuff like that. And so I really want to say thank you to you guys so much, for all of you that, you know, I mean, most of you, I'll never get to meet you, and that's okay. As long as you know what I do it from my heart. I do it with so much love, and I really want to only give you the best that I possibly can. So, of course, it is a general reading. And what resonates, resonates, and what doesn't resonate, doesn't resonate, okay? Remember, a tarot reading, it's like you basically giving you the information to yourself in a way that you can perceive it. But I really want to thank you, because when I started doing tarot in 2001. And when I do a reading, be it on, I go live on Facebook, those links are all down below, your Facebook and Instagram. I try my best to motivate there. And when I do a reading for you that I want to put on YouTube, it brings me into this beautiful, beautiful space, okay? Because I like to surf. I'm a Cancerian. It's my vibe. But I really want to say thank you so much for making it possible for me. And I really do hope that you do find some personal value within the reading, because I find a lot of personal value into doing the readings for you. And now, before I burst out into tears, I want to do your reading, okay? So if you want to, you can subscribe to my channel. I've got a reading coming out. Oh, that's a beautiful card for you. I've got a reading coming out for you every week. And yeah, you never know what's going to come out. But somehow, oh, this one came out upside down. We're going to have to talk about that. I'm going to do those at the end of the reading for you. And then I'm going to draw your Angel Tarot cards. These are such beautiful cards. I actually got them as a gift from a lady. I was doing a Facebook Live this one day, and she sent me this message and said, I've got the most beautiful deck of cards. Do you want them? I was like, what? You know, I was hopping. I was so excited. I'm so grateful. This is quite amazing, because your cards are ending with, I just did a reading for Leo, and where their reading started, that is where yours ends. So maybe you want to go look at the Leo reading as well. But this is why I said your reading is going to be a little bit different, because, and there it went falling. Normally when a card falls, it's a very direct message for me. For the other signs, I would do this card last, but for you, I was doing it, and I just listened to my spiritual team, you know, called Smile, and they said, do it for them first. So I listened. And it says, have confidence. Okay. I particularly like this card, actually. I like the artwork. So it also makes me think, I just want to elaborate, if I quickly may, please. It makes me think of the Temperance card in traditional tarot. And while I'm speaking about it, I'm just going to see if I can find it for you quickly, so that I can show you what I'm talking about. The Temperance card is like this angelic sort of figure. There we go. And it's got 1 foot in the water and 1 foot like on the riverbank over there. All right. And that is really signifies that kind of like source of all, the universe, the angels, whatever you want to call it, is always there for you, the source of provision. But once you really get to see or understand or open yourself to the idea that everything that you're looking for is really within yourself, all right? So angels can help us, Pleiadians, Arcturians, spiritual guides and guardians. But when you understand that your true power comes from within yourself, that is when you unlock your real, incredible, amazing potential of your life, almost like your purpose of your life, okay? It comes from you. All those things on the outside is wonderful, but the real power of your life, the real magic, the full capacity of the beauty that your life can be is within you. You were born with it, okay? Whether you believe it or not, so have confidence. So it says, moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself, okay? Confidence in God or source of all, if you speak about God, which God am I talking about? We're talking about the same God, okay? Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us, the angels, if your confidence wavers, and we will carry your courage and your faith for you. Okay, so the magic is within you, but if you feel, trippy a little bit, no problem. You can always ask for help. All right, so I'm going to show you the cards that I have from the Angel Tarot for you, the Moon, which is amazing. And the Moon, funny enough, is, I'm going to speak about the Moon with you. The Moon is actually typically known as the Cancer card, the Cancerian card, which is who I am. 5 of Fire, Justice, and 7 of Water. Okay. So I feel that some of you have gone through some disappointment, almost like some sort of disillusionment, where things weren't quite what they were appearing to be. And it's almost like, obviously with Sagittarius, you can be very straight as an arrow sometimes, all right? And it's almost like you let a little bit of leniency into your heart, and things didn't quite work out the way that you would have liked for them to work out. Okay, I'm just going to read you the messages on the card. It says, important psychic insights, events behind the scenes, release fears that hold you back. Competing goals, bothersome details, conflict with others. Fair and just decisions, do what you know is right, stand up for your beliefs. Okay. A complex decision, the need to do research, but stop procrastinating. Okay, so I feel that some of you, it's almost like you might have waited too long with something, or it's I don't know. I don't really get someone. It's more like you might have waited too long with something. Maybe wanted to give somebody a chance. To prove yourself. Didn't want to sort of make them feel devalued. But then, in a sense, now it's almost like you're sitting in this funk where you are kind of feeling like you devaluate yourself, that you knew that you should have probably taken action sooner, said something, did something, moved away, moved past. And so there's a strong reminder that, first of all, you are not Superman and you are not Superwoman, okay? Even they make mistakes. So it's like you're a little bit out of your funk, okay? And a reminder, and this is how it really fits in here with the Moon with Archangel Haniel. And if you look at number 18, 1 plus 8 equals 9. So you're not 10, the circle's not quite complete, but this is how you get there, okay? It's about focusing on your divine male and your divine feminine, because right now they're kind of flippy-floppy, all right? So your focus that you want to have is to stop focusing on the situation too much, because you're going to drive yourself completely crazy, and to focus on having an equal flow between the divine male and the divine feminine. All right, sort of like that ancient kind of oomphness about yourself. You want that to come out, because it's at the moment it's almost like you deal with every problem as it comes up. you know. So something happens, kapoink, 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 you know. You almost like, some of you may not remember this, but like back in the days when you used to get those games in like the game shops and you kind of played, you know, and you were like, you were always attacking the little bit of characters that are coming towards you. But it's not necessarily wrong, but you operate better when you come from a proactive space. Okay, that's just how you operate better. My throat is very dry, which means some of you are not speaking up for yourself. Your throat chakra is blocked there. You're not speaking up to yourself. And I feel that even worse so, you're not speaking up to yourself, like for yourself, to yourself. Okay? It's almost like you might be looking at somebody else for direction, looking at how they're doing things. They seem so proper, they seem so in control, and it's almost like you might be looking at them to sort of give you a bit of direction. I would not recommend that. Not because theirs is wrong, but it's like their method is different from your method. You've got your own formula going, okay? Now, I want you to hear me now. Sometimes, look into my beautiful brown eyes. Sometimes, one has to be okay to lose out here and there. It's the same as in war. Sometimes you have to be willing to lose a front soldier here and there, a foot soldier here and there, because remember, everybody's on their own mission in life. You're not really responsible for anybody. It's almost like I can hear in my heart like a whole choir of Sagittarius going like, but I want to help them. And that's fine, because that is the beautiful heart that you have. All right? But be careful that you don't help so much that you withhold somebody from the experiences that they need to have. Okay? You know what you need to do. You know what the balance is you need to do. And again, I've gotten this for you several times before, Sagittarius. I still get it. That it's like some of you are, you're seeing the pie in the sky, and you want the pie in the sky, and you can have the pie in the sky, but you're going to have to claim the pie in the sky. Okay? You're going to have to claim it. If you want it, you're going to say, pie, I want you. Me want pie in my life. Okay. Here's the thing though, and I'm sorry to say this for many of you, some of you have come through very difficult periods. Very difficult periods. But if you sit a moment, you breathe and you look back, you will see how far you've grown and what was the value of those experiences. You're a lot more together than you give yourself credit for. Now, it's time to make a choice. From all the many, many lessons that you have, and from all the life that you walk, and from all the adventures that you have, and as free as you allow your soul to be, boom. It's almost like many of the previous sort of mechanisms that you had, they're not quite working right now. Okay? It's like the game's a little bit different, and so you might feel a tiny tot lost. Many of you are at this point where you really don't need to make the same sort of mistakes that you need to make, that you made before. Life is actually giving you these opportunities, and it's like amazing or amazing. Which do you want? Do you want amazing or do you want amazing? Do you want fantastic, fantastic, incredible, incredible? Boom, boom, poof, poof. Okay? There isn't a wrong choice. But what would you like your life to be at the end of the day? Make that your deciding question. Okay? Your deciding answer, actually. And then there's kind of like this one came out in reverse, and it says most people are just trying to survive. Okay? I'm feeling that some emotions are throwing you a little bit upside down, and you may be dealing with somebody who's more emotional than you. All right, so you're not quite speaking the same sort of lingo. Sometimes it's better to ask and not to assume. Just remember, most people are so beguiled by your charm, because I mean, how charming is Sagittarius, or by your confidence. Oh, no, I'm being very silly right now. Sorry, let me just start off and be more serious. So, just remember, most people are so beguiled by your charm, awed by your confidence, and inspired by your choices, they simply forget to say thank you, and they simply forget to say please and I love you like crazy, as often as they feel the urge. Okay? And here's the thing though. Sometimes people are so tangled up in their own lives that it's not that they don't mean to say it, or sometimes they're afraid. You know, everybody, for you, it's very natural to just come out and speak your mind. You take somebody like me, I'm not like that. Okay? Um, I want to be that cat that kind of sits in the tree and suss out, like, what's going to go on over there? And then I'm going to think about it and feel about it, and, you know, we are all different. But I feel the most important thing coming out for you today is that you're being too hard on yourself. Work on getting that balance between the divine male and feminine. Every little problem that comes up, you don't have to deal with. Sometimes you can just let the little drama kind of play out itself out, and it will, especially if it's not your problems. And you're presented with choice, and they seem equally beautiful. All right. Here's the thing, you can make it work either way to your advantage. Sometimes we don't speak up and we assume, but you might be assuming wrong. The worst thing you can do for yourself, though, is to remain where you are. That spot is not safe. Okay. Honor, love, and respect you, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for your time, for your energy, for your love, and for your light. Remember, if you want to have a personal detailed reading, you can have one with me. $12 for a 30 minutes downloadable video that I send to you. Details down below. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. I will see you in June. Bye, beauties.